You can almost feel it this time of the year. The lights are up, the air is colder, everything slows down just enough to make you think. Think about the year you had, the rounds you survived, the losses that taught you more than the wins ever could. Holidays have a funny way of doing that. They bring us back to stories. Stories we grew up with. Stories about misfits, underdogs, and unlikely heroes. And today, we're talking about one of the biggest underdogs of all time. A reindeer who didn't fit in, who got laughed at, who was pushed to the side because he was different. Sound familiar? Because if you ever step onto the jiu-jitsu mats feeling unmatched, overlooked, or unsure if you belong, this story is for you. So grab your coffee, your hot cocoa, or your post-training sore body recovery drink. Let's talk about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, jiu-jitsu, and what it means to find your edge when the fog rolls in. You know the story. Rudolph wasn't born special in a way people celebrated. He was born different. A red nose, bright, impossible to hide. And instead of being embraced for it, Rudolph was laughed at, excluded, and told he didn't belong. Now, if that doesn't sound like half the people who walk into a jiu-jitsu gym for the first time, I don't know what does. In jiu-jitsu, not everyone is built the same. Some people are long and flexible, some are short and explosive, some come from wrestling, some have zero athletic background, and early on, that difference can feel like a weakness. Well, maybe you're the smaller white belt constantly getting smashed inside control. Maybe you don't have the speed everyone else has. Maybe your gas tank isn't there yet. So you start thinking, maybe this isn't for me. That's Rudolph before the fog. Rudolph knows didn't change. What changed was the situation. When storm hit and visibility dropped, the thing that got him bullied became the thing that saved the entire team. That's Jiu-Jitsu in a nutshell. Look at Marcelo Garcia. Shorter than most of his opponents, not physically intimidating by traditional standards. But what did he do? He leaned into his differences. Butterfly guard, X guard, arm drags, relentless back takes. Marcelo didn't try to be someone else. He didn't force a game that didn't fit him. He turned what others saw as a limitation into an entire system. That was his red nose. Think about Bernardo Faria. Not explosive, not fast. So what did he do? He built a crushing pressure game around over under pass, deep half guard, heavy top control. People call him slow, but in the fog of competition, when everyone is tired, stressed, and making mistakes, his style became unstoppable, just like Rudolph flying through the storm. Life brings fog too. Career setbacks, financial pressure, personal loss, self-doubt. Moments where you can't see the path forward. And usually, what gets you through those moments isn't perfection. It's the things you've already been carrying that you thought was a flaw. Your patience, your grit, your creativity, your resilience. Jiu-Jitsu teaches this every day. Then the white belt who survives by framing and recovering guard, that becomes a black belt with elite guard retention. That blue belt who keeps getting past but never quits. They become the one with unbreakable composure under pressure. Rudolph didn't earn his place by changing who he was. He earned it by showing up when it mattered most. Jiu-Jitsu rewards the same thing. You don't need to be the strongest. You don't need the fanciest submissions. You don't need to move like your favorite highlight reel athlete. You need to show up, train honestly, develop your own game, trust that your red nose has a purpose. Because one day when the fog rolls in, on the mat or in life, that thing you thought made you different might be the very thing that leads the way. As the year comes to a close, it's easy to focus on what didn't go right, such as you lost the belt you didn't get, the progress that didn't show up as fast as you hoped. But remember this, didn't stop being different. The world just finally needed what he already had. Jiu-Jitsu works the same way. Every frame you held, every bad position you survived, every night you show up tired but train anyway, none of it was wasted. Sometimes the fog has to roll before your strength becomes visible. So this holiday season, be patient with your journey, trust your process, and keep training on the mat and in life. From all of us here, thank you for listening. Thank you for supporting the show, and thank you for being part of this community. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and we'll see you on the mats.